Hi there. I'm Francesca Ordonia Hollingsworth, and I'm your Prosperity Path Guide. And I help you walk your prosperity path using the cutting edge of divination arts. And today I'm going to share with you the pathway through astrology and numerology. So we have the upcoming Libra New Moon on September 28th. And this is the voice of freedom through freedom from judgment. So it is about freeing you from the victim vibration. So let me get started by telling you a story first, which is beauty, the inside story. And the important thing to know about this story is this gives you the essence of this new moon. So how are you today, Clacy? Have you slowed down? Has your unease settled? Asked voice. Yes and no, replied Clacy. I've come to accept my life, kind of, sort of, but I still feel fearful of the unknown and fearful of doing something wrong. Like I can't seem to shake this feeling that I'm being judged. Judged by what? Asked voice. Everyone, my mom, my dad, just everyone. I have no peace of mind, exclaimed Clacy. Ah, you got drama. The drama of unease, the drama of fear, the drama of judgment. Would you like a little peace of mind? Asked voice. Clacy nodded. Say hello to your intuition. This will initiate and empower your intuitive insight. It will help you bring out from the shadow your intuition into the light. The actions to take are from the vibration of diplomacy. That means choose and use communication skills that nurture, mother, and heal, and not judge. This will free your mind from getting lost in the shadow of failure. This is how you can create freedom from judgment and to free yourself up from the victim mind. So now you have heard the story, so let's get started and see what is happening on this new moon. So what I'm going to do, if I can, is I'm going to share my screen with you. And hopefully it won't be, there, I found it. Okay, there you go. Hopefully you see this screen, and this should be showing you exactly the chart for this upcoming Libra new moon. And as you can see, it is at 11:27 on September 28th, 2019, and this is for the Pacific time zone. So what I want to start first is I'm going to show you what we're looking at. So here we have the new moon, which means the sun and the moon are partnering together. They are at 5 degrees in Libra. And this is the voice of judgment. And excuse me, I'm kind of like moving around. I forgot to pull my notes out. So what we're looking at is, one is the numerology, which is 5. And this says freedom. And it's in the sign of Libra, which is all about peace, balance, and harmony. And here we have Mercury standing very closely at 26 degrees in Virgo. And that is the voice of conflict. So this new moon is the time to plant seeds. And you don't want to plant the seeds of conflict. You may experience conflict, but because this Mars is all about action, and it's telling you to take the action of empowerment as a leader who empowers through the actions of diplomacy. If you do not work with diplomacy, you will be subject to the global vibration of conflict, which won't free your mind all too much. And next, I want to just lead you down the line. We can follow the long red line of tension. And it is connecting to Neptune, and Neptune is at 16 degrees in Pisces. So this is a strong vibration of what you imagine and what you dream. So pay attention to what you imagine and what you dream, and move towards your truth. And how you move towards your truth is ask the question. If you don't ask the question, you'll never find the answer. And what you will find yourself in is doubt. You'll be stuck in doubt. So what else we want to know about is here. We're going to follow the red lines, and the red other line is Jupiter. So this Jupiter is expanding the vibration of pride in the shadow vibration, but it is expanding the vibration of artfulness and imagination. So let's kind of put these things together. These are the tense vibrations in this full moon, in this new moon of Libra. Libra is the sign of peace, balance, and harmony in the area of relationships and partnerships. And what it's asking you to connect to is the dreams of what you imagine and what you love, and asking you to use your intuitive insight to create your dreams and expand through your imagination from the vibration. And this will empower you. This will actually bring the energy of empowerment in you and release the negativity of judgment. So let's look at some of the other lines that are in play. And those are the direct ones from the actual, from Mercury, from Mars of actions. But if you were to follow the lines for the Sun, Sun and Moon, who are acting as partners, you would fall upon this set. This is the trio, I call it my Capricorn trio. And the one it mainly sits on is Saturn. And Saturn is right here at 14 degrees. So amazingly, Saturn has the same vibration as the Sun and the Moon to say freedom. It's asking you to move towards the freedom from struggle and to persevere. And it's partnering with the group consciousness of communications to ascend, to connect to your aspirations. The South Node also is in partnership with Saturn, of highlighting the struggle. So the struggles that you may experience are ones that you're really, really super duper familiar with, and it's time for you to let it go. And how you can let it go is through and it is asking you to manifest this ability to let it go. And how you do that is how I explained before. But let me first finish this last one, which I'm not going to cover all the planets. I'm just covering the ones that are most triggered by this new moon. And the last one is Uranus, and Uranus is at 5 degrees in Taurus. So Uranus this whole year, in the next 7 years, if you didn't know, is trying to break through the challenges that we have in relationship to what we value and what we love. So don't be surprised that this next 7 years or so, you're kind of having to deal with money issues, what you value, meaning like literally what values you put behind money, and what values you have. And in this one, what it would be is the values behind your relationships and partnerships. And again, amazingly, it has the vibration of freedom. So let's put this all together. I'm going to do 2 of them. One is from the shadow vibration, and one is from the higher vibration that can actually move you towards your prosperity. But we do want to know the kind of like blocks that might occur. So with the signature of judgment, you may fall victim of doubt and doubting your dreams and what you imagine. And if that is the case, you will be expanding your lack of empowerment, and how that shows up is this kind of wall of pride. So if you're stuck in pride, OMG, it's not this new moon, it's not a great time for you to set the seeds of pride. And the way that you are going to adjust is through Uranus. And that is how you adjust, is through the vibration. Hi, Danielle, through the vibration of altruism. So you may find yourself to be a victim of selfishness. And if you find yourself a victim of selfishness, then you can look over to here towards the trio of the Capricorn trio, which will help you by looking at what your struggle and what you may find yourself as a victim of greed. So that's kind of like those keywords that I already gave is judgment. So your keywords that can create the blocks are judgment of your partnerships and relationships, doubting your dreams, not being able to expand through pride, and it will result in kind of like feeling the vibration of selfishness and greed. Now, let's go for the positive outcome on this, which is to create your prosperity, which is what we all want to do. But, you kind of have to know what your potential blocks are, which I already gave. So here we go. The vibrations that will totally help you with this upcoming new moon on September 28th is to connect to your integrity. So your integrity is actually a compass. It tells you what will work for you and what won't. And with this new moon and setting your seeds of your intentions towards your what creates integrity in you will help you. And what is great about that is that when you have integrity and you use the gift of inquiry on what you dream and what you imagine, you can then bring in the expansive energy of your imagination and how to artfully move through life. It will also break through the process in order to kind of like really connect to this vibration is altruism. So really looking at what is good for the all. And lastly, what you really, really want to do is persevere. So this is actually a moment in time that you can look at the struggles in your relationships and partnerships and transform them in order to connect, in order for your dreams to manifest into matter from intuitive insight. So I hope that helped you. And for those of you that were able to make this astrology forecast, I can offer you a complimentary consultation where I can tell you what your main theme of your story, if you so wish. So be looking into your email for that invite, and I'll send you my scheduler and give you the details in that. The other thing I wanted to let you know is about Prosperity Path 2020 Vision. This is the webinar, the big webinar of the year. I do it on the 1st at noon. I call out all the energy for the year, the big bonus days, the R&R days. I give you a calendar so you can follow and make your plans, as well as a worksheet so you can understand your chart. Because the important thing is for you to understand your code so you can follow along and transform your energy to create the prosperity for you. So pretty much that concludes this video, and it will be in my newsletter, which is going to be coming out next day or so. I always send the newsletter out before the new and full moon so that you can get foresight on what's up in the heavens. So I'm going to just go ahead and stop my share and say bye for now.